Hey guys, so one of our subscribers, Doug, asked a few questions the other day and thought I'd make a real quick video kind of answering a few of them. One of the questions is, what are our monthly expenses minus rent? And uh, for our 50 megabyte fiber optic internet is about $50 a month US. Our health insurance for the family, as a resident, you have to pay into their socialized medicine and pension, and for us, it's about $180 a month. Uh, the electricity here at our place will run anywhere from $50 to $75 a month. We don't have AC. We don't need a stove because the climate's always nice. And basically, the only thing we ever run a lot is fans. Most of our cooking is with either the air fryer, Instapot, something like that. So electricity, $50, $75 a month. Um, Water is usually about 12 bucks a month, just more or less 12 bucks a month. Don't have to worry about trash service. That comes with being here. They pick it up every Monday and every Thursday. Um, trying to think what else. Other than like your standard, we have Netflix and we have Prime, but other than that, we don't really have any other bills. Our For our home, our rent here is about $350 or so a month, I think, right now. I have to check because what the colony has done is it's kind of back where it was 5 years ago. We're back down to about 558 colonies to $1 US. A year and a half ago, it was at 690. So things have gotten more expensive here, but basically they're where they were 5 years ago. So let's see, rent, internet, water, trash, electricity, and Netflix and Prime. Those are normal prices, same as they are in the U.S. But that's about it, because the other question he had was, have we bought a vehicle yet? And in over 5 years of being in Costa Rica, we still do not have a vehicle. Couple reasons for that. Number one, I'm not having to go to work every day. When I was in the States, both my wife and I worked, and we drove 36 miles one way. Cars were essential. You couldn't work without a car. Here, I'm retired, so I don't have to have a car. We still use, we either walk, buses or taxis are most of what we do, and this Ram bike. Let's say you have a car in the States that costs 10,000 bucks. To get it into Costa Rica is going to be 15,000. And then and I have to look up the actual numbers, but there's a tax you pay called Machasmo. Anyway, it's a tax the government gets every year because you have a car. And from everyone I've heard, it's extremely expensive. Gasoline's expensive. Getting car work done, I've heard both. I've heard that it's not too expensive. I've also heard it's extremely expensive. So I don't know if that's because they had to bring parts in. But the bottom line, having a car in the States is expensive. In Costa Rica, it's more expensive. And I just don't feel like wasting my money that I could spend on other things that I want to do. You guys have seen on videos, if I want to go somewhere very far, grab a bus. Buses are safe, they're reliable, they're clean, and cheap. So that's what we do. Now, So the other question he had was, would you recommend an electric bike? And I would. I really can't tell any difference that this bike has cost us in electricity, and we keep it plugged in all the time. However, I would not recommend a Ram bike, and let me explain that. We initially bought this because we thought Ram bike was a Costa Rican company. We were told that their shop's just right 40 miles away. You can get all the parts you need, no problem. No, they're not. It's a store. It's a Costa Rican storefront, Chinese parts and everything coming in. So if you go to the Ram Bike page on Facebook, just scroll through and you'll see a ton of people they're trying to find pinions, they're trying to find batteries, they're trying to find all these parts because, like in my case, whenever anything went wrong and I tried to get a hold of Ram Bike, we have parts coming in. Whenever the parts come in, we will be glad to get you these parts. However, like in the case of lithium batteries, you have to get on a waiting list. And if you pay up front a little extra, then we'll let you have those batteries. So I won't deal with them anymore. 3 months after we got this, the bike was no longer capable of going the 2 miles into town and the 2 miles back. So I shipped it back to Ram Bike, which was done for free because it was through a store here in town. They replaced the batteries, and it was free of charge. They didn't charge me anything for that. And these are regular lead batteries. 3 months later, like perfectly on the clock, it did it again. It went from being able to go all the way to town, around town, coming back 5-6 miles, to not even being able to do 4. So I complained on their Facebook page. They never contacted me. They never offered anything. And then a local company got a hold of me and said, "Hey, we're located in Guamatas. If you want, we'll put our lead batteries in your bike because our batteries are of much higher quality and they won't go down on you the way the cheap Chinese batteries are." The price was right and they were close, so no problem. I took our bike over there, and from what I could tell, they did a great job. It was funny watching though, whenever they took the Ram bike batteries apart, as they were taking them out and separating them, the stems were literally breaking off. The plastic was so cheap. So anyway, they put their batteries in. They have a company called E-Mobility, and I'll put a post up on the screen for that. So anyway, this bike now has E-Mobility batteries inside. It's working really, really well. The only other problems that we've had with this is I went over a curb too hard and I popped the back tire. Easy fix because there's no tubes in these tires. We went right to a mechanic. He hit it with the high pressure hose and immediately swelled back up, no problem. The bike itself, though, besides the batteries, has been fine. I've had no problems with it and hope to get to use it for quite a bit longer. It's been over 3 months since the e-mobility batteries have been put in here, and I haven't noticed any loss of power at all. So we're really happy with it. If I was to do it completely over again, though, I would seriously consider taking a bicycle and doing it that way, putting an electric battery pack on the bike itself. Simply, this weighs about 200 pounds. So whenever you're going down the street or a sidewalk or something like that, you have to be kind of careful with it. You don't want to hit anybody with this thing. It's not like a bicycle. The bicycle, also too, the batteries, these 800 watt batteries are pushing 200 pounds plus another 200 pounds to go from point A to point B. And if you read the literature on some of these, like Ram Bike, they're like, oh, these will go like 40 kilometers. It's like, no, not even close. Maybe if you were on completely flat country with the wind at your back and you weighed a $120, maybe. I don't know. But for this hilly area, which it is, it's mountainous. Uh, I think that a bicycle could go a lot farther for probably about the same price. So anyway, that's my suggestion on that. Um, However, I do want to say it's been really nice having this, and we're not planning on getting rid of it anytime soon. For quick trips around to town and back, to go to the store and back, it's very handy. So you know, we like it a lot. But again, you need the batteries to last longer than 3 months. Well, Doug, I hope I answered your questions. And if I didn't, just let me know, and I'll make sure to get to it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Uh, Anytime something comes up, just let us know, and we'll do our best to find out the answers for you. Until then, until the next video, stay safe, take care, and God bless.